All right, so this particular video is going to be geared towards my melanated brothers and sisters, my black brothers and sisters, those of you who are in the conscious community. Now, the conscious community in itself has been given a bad rap because for some of us, when we come into a state of gnosis of who we are, the plots, the plights, the stumbling blocks that has been set before us in order to keep us from becoming aware of who we are, some of us tend to develop an egotistical mindset and we become prideful, looking down upon those of our fellow brothers and sisters who have yet come or who have yet to come into gnosis of who they are. That keeps you in a lower frequency or on a lower frequency. Now, the goal when you become conscious is to rise to a higher frequency. Okay. So we're really doing, for some of us, are really doing a disservice to ourselves by moving in our ego and in our pride. Another way that we, or some of us, keep ourselves at this lower frequency is by attaching ourselves and embracing these titles. We call ourselves gods and goddesses, kings and queens. We call ourselves witches and warlocks, shamans, mystics, Moors, African, Native Americans, Indians. All of these titles is connected to the ego. These titles is what many of us use in order for people to identify us by, to make us feel important, to make us feel powerful, to make us feel relevant. We don't need these titles to make us feel what is already there. We just have to remember who we are and realize that all of these titles that we attach ourselves to, we as melanated divine beings encompass all of these titles. We are all of this. When you have an understanding that we are the progenitors of creation and everything that it entails, we are everything. As melanated divine beings, we are literally everything. So when you have an understanding, an understanding that you are everything, there's no room for pride. There's no room for the ego. You become humbled. At least you should. But of course, that's going to come from a part of integration. We have got to learn how to integrate. And I think that there are steps to these things. You have to integrate first before becoming truly and fully conscious. Otherwise, when you become conscious, you're going to take that information and you're going to put yourself on this pedestal, which is going to basically lower your frequency versus rising or raising your frequency to the level in which it was designed, or this knowledge was designed to do. You understand? So if we want to truly tap in, because we as divine beings, as melanated beings, we have an astronomical amount of power within us, individually and collectively. And those powers that be are very much so aware of this. But in order for you to tap into that power properly, you have to be on a certain frequency. And being in your ego, being prideful, and limiting yourself to these titles is a way that you keep yourself from tapping into this power. You understand? So when you are attaching yourself to your ego, you are connecting yourself to the things of the world. And that is something that we have to learn how to detach from. The ego is the world, and we have to detach from that of the world. And the Bible even tells us this. But of course, we took this as something literal, but the Bible in itself is more esoteric than anything. So, this is something that I kind of wanted to share that was on my heart with my brothers and sisters that are in the conscious community. We can change so much within this realm if we simply learn how to tap in by letting go. This is going to conclude this video. Until the next one. Peace.